everybody. I'm James MacRae, District Director of Veteran Services for Acton and Boxborough. As the guest host of this episode of Talk of the Town, we have with us here today Mark Starr. Mark, welcome.
Thank you.
So Mark, obviously I've been working with you over the last few years trying to help get the word out about the project that you're working on. And for those of you who don't know you, I've seen firsthand over the years what you're trying to accomplish currently is truly a labor of love, trying to help a veteran family, a disabled veteran family in particular, find a suitable housing in Acton. So even though I know what you're going through and the motions that you've gone through in the last couple of years, for viewers here experiencing this for the first time, I guess we can just go through the motions and ask you some basic questions of what you're trying to accomplish and what's led you up to this point.
That's fine.
So with that, Mark, can we tell us a little bit about your background?
I'm a 61-year resident of Acton. My wife and I both grew up in Acton and stayed here, brought up 3 kids in Acton. And I've been in the building business for over 50 years, building houses, developing land in Acton and surrounding communities, and involved with various town things. I started the boys volleyball team in Acton 10 years ago and coached both boys and girls for 8 years. And I just, have always thought of Acton as home. And basically, that's my story. I decided quite a while ago that I needed to find a way to give something back. This project is something that we'll talk about during this broadcast, and hopefully I can get some support for it.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. So Mark, you said you wanted to give something back, and obviously your experience as a contractor, semi-retired at this point contractor, but doing for a long time, I'm guessing that's what led you to try and figure out securing a parcel here in Acton that you could build on. Working with nonprofits, can you tell us a little bit about how you went about securing this property and what your intentions are at this point? Sure.
I had been doing some volunteer work with Habitat for Humanity a few years back when I was kind of retired, and their director told me about a lot in Acton that they were going to try to get from the town to see if they could build a Habitat for Humanity home. I told her about my idea to try to build a home for a disabled veteran and family in town. And she immediately said, you take the lot. That's a great plan. And if we can make it a buildable lot, then go ahead. So working with the town, we did. They had a piece of land on Cherry Ridge Road here in Acton that had been taken over for taxes, and they were trying to get rid of it, basically. They hired an engineer to come in and do some testing. We made it a buildable lot. I then gave a speech in front of the town meeting 2 years ago, explained to town meeting what I wanted the lot for. And basically the town meeting voted to allow the selectmen to do what they wanted with the lot, which basically the selectmen wanted to give me the lot. They gave it to me for $1. So that's, to build this home for a disabled veteran and family in town. So my goal is to build this house and give it to a veteran totally mortgage free. And that's basically what's happening.
Wow, that's fantastic. And obviously it's been a few years. Nothing happens overnight. So obviously there's certain hoops you had to jump through, certain motions you have to go through. Setting up some type of fundraising system. Do you have anything in place currently?
Yeah, we just basically went live about a week and a half ago. Okay. We have a website up that have a GoFundMe site, PayPal, credit cards. If people want to do it an old-fashioned way and write a check, that's also told how to do that. It's www.comehometoacton.org. And that's the name that I've come up with. And if you'll see on the website, it's basically, in the long term, I would hope that there might be a come home to Concord and a come home to Littleton. And, I'm hoping to inspire other builders in other towns to do something similar to that. This, for me, is a one-time shot. I'm hoping to get this accomplished in the next 6 months, basically. So we've just started fundraising and getting publicity out there. So that's why we're on TV today.
So
Right.
for anyone interested in more information about the project, I'm sure you have a bit of a little biography and kind of a detailed description of what you're trying to accomplish and how people can donate to this cause.
It will basically tell you my whole story. What
Sure.
started me down this path, how long it's been that I've tried to be doing this.
Yeah.
And on the website, like I said, it will tell you the whole mission statement, how I got involved, why I got involved.
Sure.
And basically it will give you all the information you need to know.
So, Mark, could you tell us a little bit about what your plans are for this property? Square footage, bedrooms, handicap
Sure.
accessibility?
So the house is designed, it's a 2,000 square foot ranch with a 2-car attached garage, 100% wheelchair accessible. Every door is actually under a roof so that you don't have to worry about rain and snow and all that kind of stuff.
That's great.
All the doorways will be wide. The bathrooms will be handicap accessible. The kitchen will be designed handicap accessible. I am hoping if the funds allow me to do it, to actually put an elevator into the basement and build a family room down there for the family. So it would be more like a 23 or 2,400 square foot house.
Sure.
That's the perfect. I have a spot laid out for an elevator if we can afford it and do it. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, like I said, with 2-car garage, totally 100% wheelchair accessible.
Sure. So obviously, when you're thinking of fundraising, we're looking at groups or individuals that might check out the website and find an option to donate monies, so to speak. But I think you'd also maybe be interested in having other contractors that may see this and say, "Hey, I have spare said materials. Would you have any interest in this?"
Yes, absolutely. This house is going to be built by professionals. It's not that I don't want amateurs and stuff like that. It's just it's much easier, and virtually every contractor in the building industry that I have talked to, be it electricians, plumbers, framers, machine guys, has all offered to work for free. A lot of the labor in here is going to be for free. I can't say every bit of it's going to be free, but I think a lot of it is. But
Sure.
that still leaves a lot of materials that have to be bought. You know,
Yes.
I'm not going to get $40,000 worth of lumber donated. You know,
Right.
so maybe I'll get 5,000 donated, but that still leaves me $35,000 short.
Right. And countertops or something.
But if contractors and electricians and plumbers and people like that see this and want to contribute labor, I'm more than happy to take their labor. Because that leaves the burden, it spreads the burden out a little bit. I already have 4 different machine operators, you know, have donated or will donate their time, things like that, so that one guy isn't putting out all that kind of time and labor and material and things like that. But like I said, there are 4 different guys who own machines that are going to come in and work on this project, between digging the foundation, putting in the septic system, digging the water line, all those kind of things. But again, materials are going to cost money, so that's hopefully my goal. And my goal also, certainly I will take donations from anyone, but I'm really hoping that the townspeople of Acton will step up and do the majority of this funding. Again, if you go to the website, it kind of talks about my feelings about Acton, growing up here, and the need for us to pay back the veterans who allow us to live in a beautiful and safe community like Acton.
Well, that sounds great, Mark. And for anyone who does go to the website, comehometoacton.org, I'm assuming there is a link there where individuals could email you further inquiring additional questions about the project or reaching out to try and assist in other ways.
My email address is on the site, and I'm happy to get emails from anyone about anything that they want to talk about.
Perfect. Well, Mark, thank you so much for your time and for everything that you're doing. As I said before, I know that this is truly a labor of love that you have going on right now. So we thank you for this, and we thank you for this undertaking to help a veteran family in particular. Whoever ends up with this home, I assume it's going to be something really special for a veteran family. So thanks again. We appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, James.